Almost half of us admit to lying about money, with new research revealing Gen Z leads the pack when it comes to fibs about salary, savings and spending. For more, I'm joined in the studio by Dr. Stephen Entickett from CIA Tax, also host of Money Matters on Ticker. Why do you think so many Australians feel the need to lie about money?
Well, before we go there, I've always wanted to be a singer. So one of my favourite songs is from the Eurythmics, and it's I'm telling you, honey, would I lie to you? Dear. So I won't sing at all.
No.
But it is a huge. Compare the Market brought out this research, which was really good and really topical. We always suspect people that tell a few white lies about their money and their financial circumstances. But what they did drill down into, which I thought was really good, they actually categorised the top 5 white lies that people have about their finances.
Hit me.
Okay, so how much savings I have is number one, and that's probably an easy one to have. What they're spending money on, and how much they actually spend on coffees and eating out, which is a big one. I refuse to look at my credit card bill for that reason alone, because it adds up every single day.
Absolutely.
And the other one was clothing, how much they spend on clothes, and more importantly, how much I actually earn. So people are fudging those sort of statics.
So I guess the big question is why? Why do we do it? Why do we lie about these things? Are we lying to ourselves because we're in a comfort zone, or are we lying to others because we want people to think we're doing really well?
Yeah, well, I've got a good answer for that. There's a whole lot of hinged around it, from people exaggerating to underplaying. Sometimes if people are wealthy, they won't actually tell you what they've got, because that can create social pressures and jealousies and envy. So it's not only at the lower end, it's also at the top end. People are always fudging what their assets are. At the lower end, it might be cost of living and social pressure. But I actually reckon what at the core is, why do people actually lie about money? And I'll ask you before I get there, do you actually lie about money, Ahron?
No. Number one, what's the point? Number two, it would be lying to myself, because I don't really talk to other people about money.
Yep.
I think running a business, obviously, you have a lot that you go through and you see things go up and down. But I think that generally in my life, I like to keep really tightly in control of things.
Oh, look, I'm the same. I tell everybody everything, that I don't have to worry about anything, because
Groucho Marx has that saying of don't lie because it's too much to remember.
Yeah, too hard. But the key, I think, is identity and purpose. All right, so if you're lying about money, if you're deliberately fudging your financial circumstances, either good or bad, you're really in contact with who you are as a person. So if you're trying to live up to this standard that you can't live up to, your checkbook's not there, why? Why are you actually doing that? Check to see who you are.
I actually, you asked me that question before. Do I lie? It's very different to have I lied. I remember starting my career and getting my first job in journalism, thinking I'd be on big bucks, and it was $38,000 a year. And I go tell my dad, oh, I'm on all this money, because otherwise he would have talked me out of it and I would have had, I don't know, been a tradie or a plumber or something. And I think that might be why. It's what expectations are.
A doctor, lawyer.
What we have in our head that we think people will pay us.
Yeah, I think there's an element to that, but I think it still goes deeper than that. It's who you are as a person. Like, I'm an accountant. I'm a proud accountant. We're known for our conservative spending habits.
And you know how to look for people's lies.
That's right. Well, I can look through everybody's lies, because I'll ask from 3 different directions and I'll get their exact position without them even knowing it. But look, I challenge everyone with the Dr. Steve challenge. For under $5 or $6, I can take a whole family to the beach with with a loaf of bread and a packet of cheese slices and have a really good time. But I'm happy with that identity.
Yeah.
I think you've got to start to question what your identity is and why you're doing it.
And do you think that social media plays into that? Because it links to that point about Gen Z topping the list there. Is it that they see the people flying business class and they think, I should be doing the same, therefore chuck it on the credit card?
And that was an interesting stat in this study, that the younger you were, the more likely are. 76% of people in that age group are lying. But the older you get, the less lies you do. And I think that is because you get comfortable with who you are and you really start to focus on what really matters, and it's not money.
And the cost of living pressures as well haven't helped.
Well, that's right. But there's a lot of people on the age pension really struggling as well too. But I think the older you get, the more in touch you are with your identity and your purpose, and the less you lie about it.
Yeah.
And I think, if you are lying financially, I think that's a trigger warning to look at yourself and go, why? And I bet you'll find that you're out of touch with who you are as a person and what you're doing here. Look into that, and then you'll stop lying.
Yep, money can be the way to solve everything if you think about it. We'll talk to you again soon. Thank you.